Hello lovelies, and welcome to my process video for today. So this is a very mixed media 12x12 scrapbook page, and for this one I was going for a graffiti grungy style background. Now I knew I wanted to make the background myself completely mixed media, and it's been a long time since I've done a background like this, but I had this thought when we took this photo. So the photo, which I haven't shown you just yet, is of Cooper and I with the Joker at Movie World. And I just thought that like a big graffiti style grungy background would be perfect for this photo. So I'm going with black, green and purple. There's my photo for my colors, and I'm starting with a stencil. I think it's what is it, scribble handwriting or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was absolutely perfect for this. And then while I still have it taped down before I have my whoopsie, I'm spraying some green Dilutions ink through it, and I'm going for the drippy runny spray cam look. And as you saw, my stencil moved, but it actually works for this. So I took the stencil off. I did tape it down while I did my black paint, and then I pulled it up, and now I'm just adding some green and purple splatters. And yeah, I really love how this turned out. I was very happy with it. And like I said, yeah, purple, green and black for my colors. So original. But the part that I'm most excited about is, I guess you could call it my title, but it's also a part of my background. I'm using a purple paint pen, and then I'm going to write Joker on my background as sort of like a tag, a graffiti tag. And this is going to work as not only my title, but also another element in my graffiti background. I love this background. I love how it turned out. It was everything I envisioned in my head. So I'm just going over my title again just to make it thicker and to make it pop off that background a little more. Like I said, this is just a purple paint pen. I did practice a little bit, so I knew basically how I wanted my letters to look, but I was just going for a graffiti tag type look. So basically imagining that this is just a brick wall and someone's just tagged it with the Joker. I don't know, it's just what I envisioned when I took this photo, or when I saw this photo, I should say. Only downside is I probably should have put the word down just a little bit more. You will see me fiddle around with my photo just a tad, because I cover up a little bit of my I guess you could call it a title, but because I don't really put anything else on here, but it is more of an element on my background. But I do cover a bit of it up because I didn't like my photo too high, but it doesn't matter. It's just, you know what it says. It's not covering up too much. Then I go to town with a bunch of stamps. This is my all-time favorite stamp. It is an Art Journal Love stamp by Claire Steed. It is I actually bought, she had these stamps, these dots, these are her trademark dots, and she had them on another stamp set, but recently they were actually released as a single in a single stamp, but a bit bigger as well. So I was very excited by that, because I bought the entire stamp set just for these dots. But yeah, getting off track a little bit, but I just love them so much. And then I'm going in with a few other grungy looking stamps, just a collection of all my favorite mark making stamps that really add to this graffiti grungy background. So now I'm going to matte my photo on some white cardstock. I matte all my photos. It just helps them pop off the background a bit and just sort of grounds them to the layout. See, this is where I'm just fluttering around with my photo a tad, because I didn't want it all the way up the top, but if I put it down a little bit it covers up my title, but it doesn't matter, it's okay. I did mount it on a little bit of cardboard just to give it some dimension, and this is where I decide that it would really help the layout if I matted it on something. So I decided to go with black cardstock because it really worked to ground it and bring it all in, especially with that big bold black section in the middle. So yeah, I decided to mat it on some black cardstock, and that really does help the layout a lot more. So like I said, this was a picture when we went to Movie World for Christmas. We all got passes. We're locals, we live on the Gold Coast, and we got passes to the theme parks from the in-laws for Christmas, my in-laws. And yeah, we decided to go to Movie World. We picked the hottest day, unfortunately, but it was a lot of fun. It's been a long time since we've been to Movie World, so it was a lot of fun. It was Ruby's first time, and there is a Project Life spread coming, I think, with the rest of those photos, but this was from that outing. But like I said, I loved this photo and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it after I took it, which is why I have scrapped this before I scrapped the rest of the photos. It happens every now and then when I see a photo that I absolutely love and I just want to scrap it. Coming in with that dot stamp again, just bringing in some purple because I just felt it needed a little bit more purple. The green was really popping and I wanted that purple to pop as well. So just bringing in some more stamps. I've got a splatter stamp as well as those dots. More of the same stamps, just in some purple now, not just the black. Now that was where I finished it off, and when I came back to it a day later, I decided to add a little bit more because it just didn't feel finished. And this is where I finish it off and it just works perfectly. I'm really happy with how it turned out after all this. So I go through my Chance Creations and I find, I think I used the arrow. It just felt like it needed a small little embellishment cluster over here. It just didn't feel finished. So I've used I use this little arrow, and then I get some cheesecloth, some gauze, whatever you want to call it. Just pull off a few little threads, and I'm just going to put that behind my arrow just to give me a little bit of texture and just a little bit of interest, so it's not just the busy background. I always use staples to put my Chance Creations down. I don't fight with glue anymore. I just staple them straight down. And then I decide to add a little word sticker, and I find the absolute perfect sticker. It just says ha ha ha, and I thought that was just perfect for this. I do stick it to some cardstock just to give it a bit more stability, and then I'm going to stick that down. I do use my stapler to weigh it down. And then I've been watching, who is it? Oh, I can't remember. I have been watching someone on YouTube, and when I remember, I will link in the description, but she uses a lot of sequins to add a bit of bling here and there, and I thought I have lots of sequins, I never use them, so I decided to go and get some black and silver sequins and just add them around in a few areas, and it really just makes the layout pop. It just gives you something extra to look at, something, extra to spruce up the layout a bit, which is what I felt this layout needed, because it is a very busy background, but also not a lot in embellishment wise. But like I say many times, when I have a busy background, I tend not to embellish a lot because I do like my backgrounds to be your main focus, which you can't miss it in this one. But yeah, so I'm just adding some of those sequins here and there, just in the silver and black, because just going with my color theme. And yeah, I just really love how that looks. It's something I haven't done before, but I think it's a good little alternative to rhinestones and enamel dots and things. So it's, yeah, and I have a lot, so yeah, it worked out well to use some of my sequins. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this layout. It was everything I envisioned it would be in my head. Sometimes I see an idea in my head and it doesn't transfer onto the paper well, but this one really did, so I really love how that worked. Yeah, I'm fighting with my pick it up tool. The only downside with putting on the sequins is getting them to stick to the paper, not to my finger, as you can see here. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's it for the layout, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. I will be back real soon with another one. I think I've got a Project Life process video coming up next, so stick around for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.